All right, well, hey, good morning to you, or good afternoon, whatever your case may be. Isn't that like a Art Bell thing? Am I stealing Art Bell's like catchphrase line or something? I think I am. I'll have to come up with something new, but I mean, it works kind of good, so I don't know. Oh, so, let's see here. Where are we? We are in Long Beach, California right now, LA County. Yep, we sure are. And going to be heading to Stockton, California. I guess we're not going to be doing that. We kind of are doing that right now. But it's never really quite official
Turn left on North Lakewood Boulevard
until I get actually on the interstate, which I'll be doing here shortly, I guess. So how about a quick check-in real quick before I get going here. So we got, man, it's just another Monday. It's just another average Monday. Is that a song? Something like that. Monday, October 5th. And the local time is 11:45. It's just another average Monday. What's that song? It's like Cyndi Lauper or something, or it's just another something. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of it. Yeah, so 11:45 in the AM. See if I can get you a temperature here. It's telling me 88. Yeah, I don't think it's quite that high. It's close, but I don't think it's that high.
1.25 miles. Take the exit on the right to I-405 North toward Santa Monica.
Oh, did you look at that? Long Beach Airport, right lane. And there's actually planes there and everything, even jets and stuff. That's kind of cool. Boy, you know, having my license as a Class A truck driver, you know, it really makes you think, you know, like, wow, I mean, what's keeping me from actually getting a aircraft pilot license, you know? I mean, that's the gig. I mean, that's the real deal. I think I've probably wanted to do that since long before I ever wanted to be a truck driver. We're going to try and stop here, people. Yep, we're going to make it. We're going to make it happen. Oh, boy. Fortunately, I'm not that heavy, or that just wouldn't have been even a remote possibility. Nope, I wouldn't even attempted it if I was heavy, which I'm not. I only got like 4,000 or 5,000 pounds back there in this here trailer, so no worries at all on that. Boy, what's been going on with me? Let's see, I think you were with me when you were with me when I went and made my delivery, my Walmart delivery out there in Hurricane, Utah. And, yeah. And then when's the last time I brought you in here? I think it was when I was going through that canyon. And, geez, I don't remember if I brought you in for anything else. But so, what ended up happening was, I ended up getting a load. Wait a minute, is that right? Hang on, I gotta think this through for a minute here. Yeah, okay, so that's right. I made my delivery over there in Hurricane, Utah, at Walmart, and then ended up going out to the Petro over basically, where was it?
1/2 mile. Take the exit on the right to I-405 North toward Santa Monica.
It was just like within the, I guess it was technically, that was Las Vegas, I guess. Technically. I think it was technically Las Vegas. Went over there and hung out for a good bit of the day, and ended up you know, the boss had let me know kind of ahead of time so I could get a nap that he had a load that was going to be ready for me to pick up that night in actual Las Vegas at like, I forget, like 7:30 or 8 p.m., something like that. No, it might have been earlier. I don't remember exactly, but so and that was a USPS or UPS load that, you know, they loaded up our trailer with, and basically it was a drive straight through thing, which, you know, what's the height on this bridge? 15.6. Okay. Woo! Man, I just got panicked for a second. Which was just, yeah, I mean, it was only like a 4 or 5 hour drive from Las Vegas, and that was headed to
take the exit on the right to I-405 North
to
toward
Ontario.
Santa Monica.
Ontario, basically LA County. And that delivered, yeah, let me think here. Jeez, what the heck, where have I been? Yeah, that delivered yesterday morning at 0100, and I made it pretty much there right on time. I got there at like 12:30. And oh yeah, so that was interesting because when I picked up the load, the shippers, the warehouse guys, loaded it for me.
In 3¼ miles, take the exit on the right to I-710 North toward Pasadena.
And then asked me to go ahead and put one of the lockdown straps on. Okay, sure. So I went back in there, you know, I was still docked at their dock door. And yeah, okay, so ran back up in there and threw this load strap on, and off we go. You know, and I was a little bit nervous. That's right, I did do a video because I was feeling like I was forgetting to do something, right? You know that feeling. So, oh great, I got things falling. That's not good. That's not good at all. I'm gonna have to pick that up. Yeah, so anyhow, let me just cut to the chase. So I ended up making that delivery at like, whatever, 12:45, 1 a.m. And when I made the delivery, the guys proceeded to let me know that I'd be backing into a dock door and unloading it myself. And I said, what? Well, wait a minute, I'm a driver. You know, I didn't say that, but I just was like, yeah, okay, no worries, you know, but I'd never done it before. I mean, again, I've only been doing this a couple months, you know. So, all right. So I run back in there, and I got the load strap off that I put on, and I wheeled two of these big old heavy carts on up and out. And then I got to the second load strap that the shippers had put on.
On the right to I-710 North toward Pasadena.
And I understood, like, I know how the thing works, but I couldn't get it unstrapped. So I had to ask this kid who works there, hey, you know, how do you freaking break the thing on this? And so he came in and he showed me. And so then I went ahead and proceeded to wheel out the rest of those carts, and they were heavy, heavy. They rolled fairly easily, but the thing was the way the dock door was set up was that I was pushing them up and out the trailer, like, so I had no gravity to take advantage of on it. You know, and my old ass, wow, that car's on fire. And there's a car going off the opposite direction on fire. All right. So my old butt kind of out of shape now. You know, I've been out of the trades, out of construction for a while. Boy, I was feeling like, wow.
Take the exit on the right to I-710 North toward
I have really
Pasadena.
fallen out of shape. Yep. Okay, car, you need to do something ASAP. Car. Little car to the right of me. Yeah, man, I was just like, God, I am out of shape. This is not good. And, you know, whatever. Managed to get them all out. and then ended up going over to TA over in back in Ontario, or it's still in Ontario, and getting a place to park, which is one of these places, one of the TAs that they charge you to park there. Unless you buy something, unless you spend a certain amount of money, they'll charge you if you park there for like 24 hours, like 20 bucks. So, you know, so whatever, I had to top off the tanks and that'll take care of it basically. And then, so I actually spent all day there yesterday. Yeah, all day. Which was nice in a way because I was able to get some rest. But the thing is you know, I'm heading home. So I guess better late than never. But I spent all day there at the TA yesterday, rested up.
Continue on I-710.
And ended up getting dispatched to go pick up a load over there in Long Beach this morning for 6:30 pickup. And man, I should have got some video of the yard where I just was at, because it was so cluttered, and like all these trucks were trying to pull in, like, and there was this big long line of trucks trying to get in, and they got trailers all up and down everywhere and all these parking spots, and then the whole yard in the back of the yard is just filled with inventory, like just pallets upon pallets upon pallets of inventory of just all kinds of stuff, right? In cardboard boxes on pallets with shrink wrap on them. And all out there in the weather, you know, and well, it may not be raining right now today, but tomorrow, you know, so they had like, they were doing a hiring thing out in front. And so there was probably like 30 or 40 people standing out in front of this place waiting to get interviewed. And then they had a whole bunch of guys in the back all just moving this inventory around. Then inside their warehouse was packed, like loaded, their shelves, and it was a big warehouse, and all their shelves were full. And so they had all these guys running around with forklifts moving inventory, and then a whole team of other people just wrapping it and covering it. And then just now as I was leaving, because it took a while for me to get loaded, so just now as I was getting ready to pull out of the dock door, comes like this little army of you know, obviously first day employees with brooms over their shoulders and brand new masks on, and you know, dustpans and just long faces. I could see how long their faces were underneath the mask. That's how long their faces were. Like, these guys were like, man, this kind of sucks. you could just read it, like the way their body language was. Like there was like the first 8 or 10 of them leading the pack, who were just kind of like, all right, let's get to work, you know, and kind of ready. And then there was the trail end of this little army of like 5 or 8, you know, younger kids, I guess, who were just probably feeling a little bit too cool to be going and sweeping for a job, you know. But hey, what are you gonna do? Work is work. Look at the times. You can take what you can get. Whatever you can get, you better damn well take it, because you never know where it can lead you, you know. But it was quite the scene. I don't know. I considered throwing the video on, you know, but I was there for so long that I was just kind of like, wow, what am I gonna take a video of? Just, you know, people moving stuff around and just talk the whole thing? No, I don't think so. So I didn't bother with it. But yeah, I think I actually arrived there at like 6:45. I got in the line of trucks at 7, and was in the line of trucks for at least an hour. And then, so I went ahead, you know, while the truck was parked, and I went and checked in. And then by the time I came back to my truck, the whole line of trucks that was in front of me had already made their way inside the yard. So, so of course, you know, I went ahead and proceeded on in and pulled off to the side. And basically, the deal was, she was like, "Well, you know, like it is, you know, the majority of the time is, you know, they take your phone number, say, you know, when the door's ready, we'll call you, and you can go back into it." And like an hour and a half had gone by. So I went ahead and walked back up. I says, "Hey, can I get an update?" She goes, "Oh yeah, we actually got a door ready for you right now. I was about to call you." Okay. So I went and backed up in my dock door, and then I think probably it was about an hour and 15 minutes worth of, maybe an hour and a half, waiting for them to load it. Wasn't too bad, actually. I mean, considering how long the beginnings of the process took, I guess it wasn't too bad getting loaded. And then got it, you know, got my BOL, got my seal, sealed up the doors, and here we go. So that's the story of my story since I left Las Vegas, basically. Yep. So right now I'm traveling northbound on I-710, and I'm going to be making my way up to Interstate 10 and taking that west for a couple miles, and then hopping on 5 north and making my way up to Stockton. I know I have two options. I could either take 5 or I could take 9 the whole way, and I think I'm going to go with 5, because 99 is just kind of, it's a rough road, and it's usually got a lot of traffic on it when you go through like all those little towns that you go through on 9. So I think I'm going to just go with 5. It might be a little bit longer way around, but I don't really care. I'd rather not deal with all the headache and all the cars on 99. So yeah, so that means I have about a 6 or 7 hour drive up to Stockton, and then I'll be going and I'll be making my delivery up there in Stockton. It'll be a live unload, and from there I'll be going and dropping off the trailer at the boss's yard, and then from there bobtailing on home out to Bodega Bay. And that's well, God willing, that'll be the story of today. So there you go. Cool. I was actually talking to this guy while I was backed up to the dock door. You know, this other, you know, 2 other trucks came and parked on either side of me after I had already parked, and you know, backed up the dock doors on either side of me. And the guy who backed up and took the dock door to the right of the truck, to my truck, he was this Indian guy. He was like bald, like kind of older or whatever. And I had gone actually back to the sleeper and kind of, you know, just laid down. Not that I was going to go to sleep, but I just kind of, you know, just to relax or whatever. And then decided to hop back up in the front and start looking at my route. And the guy, you know, said something to me, and we got to talking. And he was a cool guy. He was actually really, really cool. Yeah. Just, you know, basically just shooting the shit, you know, just about whatever, you know, about trucking and about trucks. And he was driving a similar truck to mine, you know, and I think his was an automatic, but he had the DD15 in it. I think he was governed at the same speed I was. And so we were just talking about that, talking about other stuff, and just, yeah, it was cool. It was a cool conversation, actually, really cool. So, yep, definitely. Said he's been driving for like 7 years or something. He's got his own truck, whatnot. That's pretty cool. I guess actually his deal is like he runs essentially like a you know, I guess you could consider it a dedicated route, you know, to an extent, you know, that he just basically he runs between here, LA County, because it's where he lives, and like Texas and Oklahoma is like as far as he goes. He's like, so you go everywhere? I said, yeah, pretty much, man. I started rattling off all the you know, names of all the states that I've been to, and in only a 2-month period, you know, a 2.5-month period or whatever. And he's like, wow. Yeah. So that's cool. Definitely cool. So, well, I guess that about does it. Boy, that was a long video right there. Boy, I just got to babbling, I think. Yeah, I guess I did. So I guess I'll hesitate to no, I'll save you from any more of my my ranting and babbling here. So there won't be much to see. We're just gonna make our way through LA County and then up 5, and 5 is just pretty much plain Jane. So that's all I would have for you, would be babbling. And yeah, I don't even want to hear myself babble. Yeah, that's how bad it is. So I'll wrap it up and see you somewhere on down the road. All right, see you.